Hi Capricorn, welcome to your monthly reading. This is a reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It is a general reading, so it won't necessarily resonate with all of you, but take from it whatever will serve you best. And don't forget to check your other placements. If anything here does provide guidance or insight, please leave us a like, comment, and subscribe. All right, Capricorns, let's take a look at the overall theme or energy right now. What's the overall theme and energy for Capricorns? The Star, oh, they're just popping out. Six of Wands, anything else? Anything else about the current energy or theme for Capricorns? Nine of Pentacles. Okay. I'll do one more. Ooh, Ten of Cups. I mean, this is a very beautiful, warm set right now. I mean, look at this. Look at the warmth. Look at the glowiness. I think right now a lot of you could be in a very successful place. Like you could just be in a good place right now. Right? Emotionally, things might be going beautifully. You're in your relationships are doing well, your career is doing well, or if it isn't feeling this way, I'm telling you that this is the energy that's in the air. So we'll go with that. We'll go with the manifesting part too, right? We have our Star, the sense of you're really taking care of yourself. And I don't know, I think some of you have recently accomplished some goals, some dreams. You've been receiving positive feedback, and you're just like in your power right now. Like this is as good as it gets. So I'm very happy to see this. There's not much else to say. I just hope that you're in this place of like glowiness and gratitude and abundance and joy. All of that is showing up right now, which is what we love to see. So let's take a look at what else is emerging for Capricorns. What could be emerging? Five of Swords. Okay, so this will make things a little more interesting because, of course, life is never just one thing. So we have three sword cards that just popped up. Okay. So what could be emerging is, and some of you might have already experienced this as I was talking about these four cards, some of you could be just like doubting all of this happiness or suspicious of it, or maybe not even like super aware or acknowledging of it. Some of you could be experiencing, this kind of a negativity bias where you're trying to look for what's wrong. You're trying to look for the places, or you're just on your guard or on alert is what I mean. So there could be a sense of not really seeing everything and being guarded, right? And being like, just because this does not feel familiar to you, or you're just not used to the goodness when it comes into your life, that all of a sudden it kind of has the opposite effect on you, and it makes you feel anxious, feel doubtful. You're trying to overthink things now. Maybe that's sometimes what success can do. Like when everything's going so well, we start to get into our own heads about like, oh, do I really deserve this? Like, that's a big part of it. Feeling like you might not be deserving of this good stuff, and feeling like it could also be taken away at any moment. So you're already living in that space of having lost it, even though that is not the reality, right? And the Queen of Swords here, like likewise, the sword energy is all about the thoughts, like the mental activity. So what could be emerging is, yeah, this kind of resistance from your overthinker coming into the picture and just being like, well, it's actually not that good. Like, don't feel too good here, and they might start injecting other sort of perceptions that muddy this picture. So we'll look at what the block is. What's the block for Capricorns right now? What's the block? Another sword card, yeah, Knight of Swords. So the block is really your own, like sometimes we really are our worst enemy, right? So let's just look at all the 4 sword cards that came up like in direct answer to these cards here, right? That are the cups, the wands, and then this is also kind of like I would say relating to and the cup card here with the water theme. Yeah, isn't that interesting that things will be actually, this is kind of like, this is reality, but then this is how you interpret reality here. Like this is how this gets translated, even though this is actually what's going on. But instead how you're seeing it is like, things aren't good enough. I'm not good enough. I don't deserve this. Oh, other people are out to get me. Oh, things aren't happening fast enough. Like there's this sense of still not being satisfied. Like once you reach your goal or once you've reached any sense of wellness, you can't even enjoy it. You're already chasing the next thing. And at Capricorns, I think there is a tendency to chase, to be so goal-oriented that it's all about outcome, and then once the outcome is hit, then it just becomes a new like chase that you set for yourself without acknowledging that, the beauty of the moment, of the journey, right? So there's this constant like wanting to go for the next bigger thing. It's not enough, doesn't feel good enough, I still don't feel good enough, all of that. That's the block. So we'll end with our advice, okay? What is the advice for Capricorns? High Priestess. Ooh, Scorpio just got this as well. And the Magician. Oof, yes. High Priestess and the Magician. Okay, so again, this comes in as a response to the swords, which is all that overthinking, the overanalyzing, overthinking, judging, that element. The advice is to counter that by, dipping into our major arcana cards here. Going back to renewal, going back to intuition, and listening to your higher self, your divine self, the Magician here, working with the High Priestess. It's really about coming back to your authentic self, which is the self that is not layered up with the thoughts that ultimately you're not your thoughts, right? So it's getting back or peeling back all those layers to go back to your the untouched self or ego that lives in confidence, that lives in this calm space, this intuitive space of believing in yourself, believing in your potential, your capacity. The self that is a dreamer, right? The self in you that is not held back, that basically this self here is simply returning to what is already there and recognizing that, you know, there will be these protective layers and that will come up, but that you can pierce through them and really rest in a reality that acknowledges and gives space to the abundance, the love, the generosity, the success that is there. It's not something you have to chase. It's already something you've achieved, and it's just simply a matter of recognizing that. Okay, Capricorns? So I hope you have a beautiful month, and I'll see you in your next reading. Bye.